Where you from, little mama? Where you bound? Where you bound? Yeah, we certified. Gold, check the list.
Here we are. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Dang, I was kind of loud on that. What's going on, everybody? This is Stay to the Point Radio on WFES 98.1 Dual.com FB Media Group. And you know my name,
All of that.
Saya. You know what I'm saying? And I got my joint playing in the background like what? Let me close this. Okay. Yeah, so you know my name is Sire Wave, and I am with the beautiful Sherry the Black Burr. You know the burr is gonna forever burr.
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 Just call me Sherry.
For the second week in a row, yo, I appreciate Sherry to come on. Again, Sandra and Fueg's been on some busy tip. So like I've been saying, me, Dump, we just been mixing schedules left and right, so there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm over here with some bad allergies, as you can see. My nose looking like red off. I don't even know who Red Off is. What is Rudolph? But you know, one of them deers. Okay, one of them Buccaneers.
Rudolph the red nose. Right.
Talk about Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks is leading the series right now. Doing that damn thing with the Celtics. By the way, that is one of the bets that me and Sherry had done last week. If y'all don't remember, check out the show before. Previously, we had bet that she's betting the Celtics to win, and the Bucks I got, and of course the Bucks are winning because Sherry don't listen. So Sherry, what's your excuse?
Game, like you're acting like they're like kicking their butts or something.
They disgruntled. You talking about Kyrie Irving don't even want to be there. It's a lot going on, but it's all right. I guess you just gotta have to learn the hard way. Facts. Ooh, nice dunk. So yeah. So what's going on, Cher? How you doing? How you feeling? How's everything?
I'm good. It's Sunday. I had a good day. It was a great day, and I'm literally here with no makeup, just chilling. But
I dig it.
I'm good though. I brushed my hair for y'all though.
Hey, there you go. You get a brush. You get 3 swipes and you are out. God dang it.
Yes,
I feel it. That's what it is. And you said you had something to eat right before that. What did you eat? I forgot. You mentioned it.
Something unhealthy. I fried some chicken and I made some like fried rice stuff. It was good.
Nice.
It was yummy.
Nice. That's what it is. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm dealing with allergy problems with here in Texas. If anybody here in Texas knows, y'all know. People that haven't been in Texas, please, by all means, pack up with a lot of allergy pills and all, because it's very serious out here. I never been through this before, not as severe as this. So bear with me as I'm trying to make it through. Okay. Again, this is Stay to the Point Radio. If y'all want to definitely donate, please, by all means, donate to our Cash App at Stay to the Point Radio. As well, if you want to pre-order the shirts, I got the men's shirts that came in. I got to make sure I send that out to the team tomorrow. Y'all will be getting y'all shirts. If y'all want to go ahead and pre-order the shirts, it will be $30, and that's with shipment. So holla at us. And also Just Culture as well. So make sure you check that out. So we are here. We want to do some little updates. You know, we talked about a little bit about sports last week. So we're going to talk a little bit about sports this week because obviously the playoffs is here. It's the third quarter of the Portland and the Nuggets right now, and the Nuggets are in the lead 84-77. And they looking pretty good right now, and I'm kind of mad at that. I really want Portland to win. Whatever. I really want Portland to win. I want Damian to have a chance at this finals. Yes, I said it, people. The finals. I want Damian at the finals. I know it's a long shot, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, there is a Disney World. So
have to get past Golden State for that.
Yo, Golden State ain't all hyped up like they used to. Yo, did you see?
Yeah, but they're still going to at least the Western Conference Finals. But
I could
they're
see that.
yeah,
I could see that. But that's all right because at the end of the day, I just don't see Golden State winning it.
okay.
Period. Like winning it in
I don't
total.
think that we went that far though
We
in the
didn't.
predictions.
No. No, we didn't. But I'm predicting that now. I don't see Golden State winning the finals. And it's gonna be better for Durant not to win anyways. Personally, because then you can leave and be like, because we lost. Do what you always been doing, bro. Like, as soon as you start losing, you escape. So it works out. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's going to be a good excuse for the end of the era because this is the last year of the Golden State era. I'm putting it out there now, not just because I'm a hater. It's the facts. There's nothing else that's going to be given. Like you have Draymond, he's going to want a big contract. That's not going to happen. He got one more year left in his contract after this. You got Clay. That if he said, yo, I got to get the big bucks or I'm going elsewhere. So they going to give him the big bucks. They going to keep the Splash Brothers together. KD is going to be out, okay, with Draymond being out after next year. I mean, the whole team is pretty much demolished. Boogie ain't coming back. I don't think they're going to try to re-sign Boogie. And I don't see anybody in the league cowardly enough to go ahead and just go to Golden State to try to get that,
Right.
So I just don't. I think this is the last year of their era. Period.
I mean, everybody has them. It's not like it's not what typically happens in the NBA.
Right. I mean, but it's not like the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? The Bulls had a long era, bro. They win 3 years. I know Jordan left because of that lockout and the whole situation with his dad and all. But he came back, so you kind of could put that together, So it's just like you put that together. It's something magnificent. This was like a good 5-year run. I guess it's a good one. You're right. I think it was a good era. Everything's got to end eventually. And this is the ending, but it's obvious that this is the ending versus,
Right.
Versus somebody just coming up and just beating them and surprising everybody. This is going to be the ending. I think this is going to be the last year for the Golden State to even, clinch a finals, to be straight up. So it is what it is. Shout out to Golden State. Not really.
Oh god, that was real fake.
Not really. But anyways, KD is coming to New York from what I heard. So
No.
with Zion, and Kyrie.
You got big dreams.
That's funny, bro. But anyways,
You
as
wish you could build your team the way you want to, though.
oh my god, that'd be magnificent. It's just like create your own 2K team. Like
Yeah, it'd be like
that'd be
so
great.
perfect.
Who would be your top 5? I mean, and I'm not talking about top 5 like we already had. I'm talking about your top starting 5. Let's go. You got 5
Like of anybody,
of
like
of
retired or active.
no. Retire all the above. Let's get it.
Oh my gosh. We've had this discussion like 100 times.
No, we have, but we haven't had it on the show. Not the top 5 starting
Yeah,
lineup.
we have.
Starting
Yes.
lineup.
We've done that before.
Damn, I don't remember that.
But you already know. Kobe Bryant.
Oh, of course, Kobe gonna be there.
I just had
If
to
you
give
could-
him the
if-
first spot.
If you
'Cause he's
could,
already-
you would have like a Dylon Kobe where it'd be like Kobe, 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 and Kobe.
Kobe 1, Kobe 2, Kobe 3, Kobe 4, Kobe 5.
Whatever, man. That's
it's so hard. Definitely Kobe. Definitely.
Shaquille.
I was gonna say, yeah, probably, because them two together, they were pretty unstoppable. I don't know who else I would pair with him that I've seen in my lifetime anyway that I would think would work. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So Shaq.
It's just it's so hard for you to say it.
This is hard.
It's not that
I'm not,
hard.
you know, I'm not gonna say that name. So I don't even know.
It's just so hard for you to say it.
I'm not going to.
Golly, bro.
I'm sitting here trying to think like who could be that
Fam.
person.
It's so hard for you to say
I
it.
don't know.
I could understand the
I
shooting
don't
guard.
know that Okay, go ahead.
I can understand the shooting guard and point guard being kind of hard. Centers, it's not that hard. Even the power forward, small forward, to me could be like you could pick anybody and it sounds good. I truly think Shaquille's number one. Even though Shaquille is between Shaquille, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Russell.
Yeah.
Um, not
Kareem
Russell,
would've been my second,
right?
other than Shaquille.
And Walt Chamberlain. Walt Chamberlain. It's crazy how they all Lakers, but yeah.
Not crazy.
Walt
Not
Chamberlain.
crazy.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Power forward. I probably will put. I probably put LeBron at power forward. I probably put LeBron at power forward.
I'm not mad at you for that. He's not a pick on my team.
Yeah, of course not. Small forward. Matter of fact, I put Giannis in power forward. LeBron is small forward.
Now, last time we did do this, he
Ooh.
wasn't.
Yeah,
in
he
there.
wasn't. He wasn't. But see how things change. And I'm saying the things it literally like you can maneuver some players around and still sound really, really good. By the way, Nuggets are only up by 2 now. Portland is, 85,
I hate when
87.
people throw the game away like that.
Well, they getting their ass handed to them. That's all it is. What else? I said Shaq, Giannis, LeBron, shooting guard. Ooh. I put Kobe on shooting
I
guard.
was about to say that to Kobe.
I put-
Like, who else? Come on.
I probably put Kobe in shooting guard, but point guard is the hardest. And why I say point guard is the hardest is because I'm stuck between Allen Iverson and Steph Curry.
Yo, big facts. I was thinking, like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, do I want Steph Curry? Allen Iverson was not in there, but that's a good, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. With Kobe, I think I would put AI with Kobe. That would be pretty magnificent, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I would pick AI over Stephen.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Is it because of the cornrows or is it because Steph is a little
because
extra?
of the drive. It's that killer instinct. That
Steph don't have that?
I didn't say he doesn't have that. I just
Say Iverson has a little bit more of it?
I think so.
No, I think it's just because of cornrows and fucking Steph Curry is a little too light skinned for you.
It has nothing to do with it. I love Steph Curry in every way. I really do.
Not his traveling ass that I seen yesterday. He traveled like I don't know how many times. He did a step back that was like 4 steps. I'm like, bruh, did nobody just see this? I'm like, he was Harden 2.5, yo. Not even not even 2.0. He was 2.5 because he had took that extra. I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. Anyways, yeah.
I would need a Ray Allen. I love Ray Allen.
Now you talking young Ray. We talking Bucks Sonics Ray, not the Heat
I thought
Boston Ray.
yeah, but I thought Ray in Seattle was
Don't
probably he was a good Ray Allen. I don't know what you mean.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you talking Bucks Sonics Ray Allen, not
Yes.
not the Heat or the Boston Ray Allen.
I'm
That's
talking Seattle Sonics Ray Allen.
okay. Okay, of course you will mention Seattle, But yeah, I got you. Okay. But anyways, as I move on, all right, that's pretty dope. I think, and for the six man, just for the hell of it, let's throw a six man in there. Who would be the six man?
I mean, because I'm a Laker and my favorite six man of all time was Lamar Odom.
Oh no, you didn't.
I know he's fallen off, but at the time, well, wait.
My
Let me
team
pick
is gonna
somebody
beat
else.
your team. My team will beat
Let,
your team.
let me pick somebody else because I have a different six man. Let me think.
How you a Lakers fan? You a from Philly girl? That's terrible, yo. You heard that, guys,
No,
right?
it's been my whole life.
That's crazy. You heard that, people.
It's been my whole life. No different than other people. Everybody is like at least my football team is from Philly.
There you go. You got one.
I got that.
There you go. You got that right.
I don't know. I gotta think about that one.
Yeah, I got to think about it too because I just threw it out there like I knew who my six man was. And you know what?
It's kind of hard because there's a lot of good six men out there.
And it's crazy how we completely missed our Michael Jordan. But what I'm saying,
See, but I feel like if I have Kobe, I don't really need Michael. It's one or the other.
nah,
And
I can't put Mike as six man though. That's ugly.
that's disrespectful.
That
It's either you got him in there or you don't. It's just like you can't be like, yeah, my six man is Michael
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan.
Like it's like what?
Yo, Jordan will punch me in the face, dude.
Oh
I
my
will punch
God.
myself in the face. And Jordan, don't get me wrong, man. Jordan's legendary. That's my guy. He's the reason why I watch basketball. I say this every day and every time I talk about Mike. But I'm sorry for passing you, bro. I hate to pass you like that college coach and that high school coach that passed
I
you,
passed him,
you know,
yeah.
freshman. But I just did, bro. I'm sorry. Sherry did it too, so shit.
I did, but like I said, I would have chosen him over LeBron had it. I mean, they play totally different positions
Positions.
anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, but you still didn't pick him. I picked somebody who played his position.
What you talking about? Pick Kobe.
Oh yeah, you did pick Kobe.
Exactly.
That's like never for you. That's
That isn't.
weird.
That isn't. That's crazy,
That's
yo.
weird. I think that allergies is getting.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. My nose is just. It's all messed up, bro. Cause you
yeah,
know
like-
when the allergies, yo, like this cloudness go in your head, like, and it throws you off. So maybe thinking about, you know what? I trade Kobe. I put his ass.
Don't trade him.
I release Kobe to free agency. Not even put his ass as six man. I'm gonna release his ass to free agency, and I'm gonna pick up Mike. My bad, Mike. I got Mike instead.
It's okay. He's on my team.
Whatever. All right. So as we move on, so that was the playoffs is up and down right now. You see, Houston came back. They did some things. They barely squeezed in and got a win. I don't know if that's gonna happen next game. Eventually, I see Golden State winning it though. Like Sherry said, they are going to the finals, I believe. I wish Damon can pass them, but I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be the Bucks and Golden State. I think I said that before last week.
You did.
And I feel like the Bucks are going to win. So I'm going for the Bucks. Another team, Toronto and 76ers. Your hometown non-favorite team is losing. No, it's tied right now 2-2. Which I actually called it. I didn't call it on the show though, but I called it. But anyways, Toronto is about to win this series. They're on their way. They're about to win. It's all right. They about to win, and I feel like everybody agrees with me on that. That they're gonna win. So
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying it wasn't like the 76ers was going to go in there and get their ass whooped.
I mean,
Like people was making it seem like they was about to get whooped on. That was not going to happen.
right. Well, I mean, I don't think I don't think anybody really truly said that. I mean, whoever did don't know
You
basketball. No, I didn't. I didn't say they was gonna get swept or anything. I thought they would get at least one or two.
You said one.
I did say one. Well,
And maybe, I don't know. You got time to go back and look. But
Hey.
I remember you having very little to no confidence in them whatsoever.
well, I mean, hey, like if I at least gave them a game.
But they got two though.
Yeah, but I gave
And
them a
it's
game.
tied. It's tied. And I think that it could potentially go all the way to the end.
Okay, I believe you.
Now.
I believe you. Maybe, maybe not. At the end of the day, I still say Toronto's gonna win it.
Okay.
So it is what it is. Yo, so we're gonna get into it. I wanted to start this conversation. Why I wanted to start this conversation is because we spoke. Me and Sherry spoke about a recent topic with Damian Lillard hit that three. Sheesh. With Hill, Tariq Hill, I don't know. But anyways, Hill from the Chiefs, the wide receiver Pro Bowl. Supposedly he's suspended. All right, that I spoke about. We already spoke about this last week. That he's suspended from all activities, practice, everything. They're looking into trading him. If they can't trade him, they're gonna release him eventually. Now he was in underneath in an investigation on child abuse of a child broken arm. His child, obviously, which is I believe is 1 or 2 years old. Pretty much he's not only been in a physical with just that incident. It's been multiple incidents that he's been physically abusive to his child, allegedly. Okay. Now, this made me think, and I don't know why we didn't get into this conversation last week, but this made me think, okay, well, there was an article that popped up, which I actually shared underneath State to the Point Radio. By the way, it's State to the Point Radio on the business page on Facebook. So definitely search us on there. Make sure you like and follow us. We do multiple posts and updates and other things that pop up that you might not see. Pretty much there was I guess a survey of spanking or disciplining your child. What's the extremes and what's not? Does the child end up any better from spanking, or is best for the child not to get spanked? For them to be successful in life. They went into this article like literally what's best for the child when it comes down to spankings. So it made me think. I have 2 little girls, 7 and 10. Not really little anymore. They kind of growing up really quick on me. Sherry got big kids. Okay, she got
My
big.
girls
Yeah,
growing up. Yeah.
very fast, and they damn near about to have boyfriends and about to get married in a few years and all that.
No, they're not. The boyfriend thing, maybe. Marriage, no, sir.
Yo, so yeah.
I gotta get married first. Just saying.
Yo, what is this? You gotta get. Is that a rule? You gotta get married first before anybody? Yo, yo, you. How would you feel if your daughters get married before you did, dog?
Oh Lord. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
All right,
My babies are still young.
all right. So, anyways, so we it made me think, and I'm like, man, like I'm disciplined to my children because one thing about it is, I feel like the world's gonna give them consequences for the decisions that they make in life, and they actually a lot more harsh than a spanking would be. But I feel like the spanking is a light definition of what the world could bring upon you. It might not be physically, but it could become help. It could be physically. It could be health. It could be mental. It could be all the above. It could be all of them, like just put together. That's what's going on. So I feel like a spanking, sometimes you can't just talk to a child like an adult. A child is obviously a child, and they're not going to get it. They need a quick reaction, a quick like something that they have to feel it. You know, something said to them is just like it goes one ear out the other. I was a child once. Everybody in this world was a child once. They knew how it was. We used to push the limit. You know what I'm saying? We used to push the limit. I mean, I knew, like, for example, the girl right next to me, I knew this girl for almost 20 plus years. We used to run these streets. You know what I'm saying? We used to run the streets. We used to do whatever to the point that, like, the lights came on and we still outside doing whatever the hell we want to do, knowing that we might have to suffer the consequences as soon as we get home. Trying to figure out how we could sneak in and then play it off like, yo, I was here the whole time. Like, no.
Oh man, I used to use Rakaya as an excuse.
There you go. Yo, you know what I used to do to get my way? I used to have my friend call my mom's. Yo, ask if I could stay over.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
So
I hated that one.
Yeah, yo, because you can't say no to the friend.
Nope.
You can't say no to the friend. So, especially if you knew the parents, you know what I'm saying? It was just like they were friends as well. So it made it very, very easy on that aspect. But like I said, I needed to get that rude awakening, but I wasn't as spanked as often as some of my friends were. I was very creepy. I creep around a lot. Not creepy like a creepy guy, but I used to creep around. Like, I used to be very sneaky. I used to sneak around, try to figure out things, find a porno tape, things like that. Yeah. And then hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the VCR with the X on it. You already knew what that was. The cassette tape, not the VCR, but the cassette tape with the X on it. You already know what it was. So, so I'll try to, like, not get caught. So I always, like, sneak around and shit like that. So, but I probably got whooped, like, maybe in one hand, like, literally 3 times in my whole life. And I turned out to be perfectly fine. But at the end of the day, that doesn't work for every kid. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes if you don't get it the second time, I feel like that's when the physical has to come about. Now, when we come to physical, now what's the extreme and what's not? That's what I'm going to ask you, Sherry. When it comes down to disciplining your children, do you discipline your children? Well, obviously you discipline your children. I feel like every parent should, unless there's certain parents that don't and they cowards and they want to be every child's friend. You are a fantastic mother, and for your fantastic mother will be coming disciplining, could come in the mix of those ways of raising your child. I'm trying to get my words out, but anyways,
I get it.
What's your extreme and what's not?
I try not to have to go to the extreme. I don't like it because I was not spanked a lot as a child. It wasn't necessary for me. I don't think, but I agree with you that all children are not the same, because even with my kids, like, individually, I see that I have to handle them differently. Mm-hmm. See, my oldest is the one I kind of regret not having to beat her sometimes, because now she's getting on my nerves, okay? But she's a good girl, She doesn't get in trouble in school. She's practically a straight A student. Her grades slipped a little bit lately, but she's still on the honor roll. And she looked at me because I said something about her grades, and she was like, but I still made honor rolls. I was like, yeah, but typically you have straight A's, not mostly B's and an A, So she looked at me like, you ungrateful son of a mother.
Oh, snap.
But I mean, they're all different. My youngest, she's got a very strong personality, and I'd be wanting to snatch her up too. But they all have a lot of respect for me. It's just hard having all girls, because my biggest issue with them is they fight each other so much. It drives me nuts. That's probably my biggest issue with them. Um, but I don't know. For me, I don't really feel the need to put my hands on my kids all the time. There are times where I feel like it's necessary, but um, I think we have to be careful
Right.
with when we do put our hands, because almost like the same thing with the whole like electric chair mentality. It's like if you kill somebody, then you get on death row, and it's like two wrongs don't make a right. Like, really, is death row okay? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
So it's like if you hit somebody and then I turn around and hit you because you hit somebody, I'm literally contradicting my own self when I do that. And so I try to get them to understand it. And I don't want to lie to my kids. I always tell them I don't like to lie to them because the world is going to lie to you. And the world is a very unkind place. That's just my experience in life. And um not to make it a race issue, but as a Black woman, I've always found that, white women do get away with way more than we do. And we have to handle ourselves differently. And I try to get my kids to understand that. My
Right.
oldest, she ain't woke yet because I've always kind of kept them, in good areas and good schools. And most of her friends are all Caucasian. And with that said, she ain't hip to reality yet because that's not her reality yet.
Right.
But
Right.
but I don't know, when it comes to spanking, I don't necessarily agree with it past a certain age. When you're younger, I do think it's necessary when they're little. They say to get a child before they're 5. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's not, because most of my oldest spankings were before she was 5 or 6 years old. Because after that, you should be able to use your words, because in the real world, they use their words. They tell you the law. That's the law. You follow the law. Nobody should have to beat it into you because you can comprehend what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they know it's wrong. But I think it just depends on the situation. I really do. Like, if you find them watching something or doing things that they just know that they ain't supposed to do, I might gotta snatch you up. But I don't think it should be like a regular thing. And I know people that got they asses whooped and they still bad as shit. So I'm I mean, like, I just like, really, like, I think that that's the thing, is just it depends on who it is. I don't think that everybody is the same.
I agree, and I mean, and those people that get their ass whooped, I feel like it also varies on how the parent is as well. Like, is anything naturally, like, as a kid, you naturally going to do certain things. Like, you're not going to understand that this ain't right when it's a certain age. Because
Yeah.
they exploring. So if the parents' natural reaction is to hit on their kid right away, like, then obviously that the kid might turn into like a shell, a kid that's sheltered and no longer wants to express themselves because they feel like everything that they do is going to be something wrong. Like,
Yeah.
and they might end up breaking out. It's just like they say when back in the day, when I was sexually like, well, I'm still sexually active. I'm trying to make it seem like I'm not sexually active when I say back in the day. But when I started getting sexually active, they used to say, "Yo, go at the goody two girls, the ones that don't know." Because at the end of the day, they've been sheltered all their life. So when they get into a certain like college or something, they go wild. So they be the freakiest ones. They be the freakiest ones. Be like, yo, we got to get at the goody two ones. You know what I'm saying? You got certain ones that you knew who to get at when it came down to. And this is just me speaking young age. I'm obviously grown up now, okay? I'm very responsible here. I'm not trying to be very disrespectful in any way, but this is how I looked through my eyes in a young age. You feel what I'm saying? So, anyways, that's what was told. That's what it was. It was the girls that were sheltered, the ones that were beaten for doing just the simplest things of just exploring or trying to figure who they are as a kid or what it was as a kid. And always was sheltered, try to get protected of away from the world, end up breaking out and doing all types of things from crack, drugs, all types of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Because they just didn't know. They've been sheltered so long. Ooh, damn. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like it's also varies on the parents, because the parents could be hypocrites too. They could say don't do this, but then end up doing it. So like the kid end up being confused as fuck. So it's like, man, like I feel like when it comes down to extreme and not extreme, broken arm to a 2-year-old is obviously beyond extreme.
That's extreme. It's unnecessary. Like I said, I just really believe in balance in everything. Literally in every aspect of life, there's balance.
Yes.
And you have to have a balance. I think another thing with parents that we have to be careful of too is what we say to our kids, like verbally, what we express to them, because verbal abuse is very real, and a lot of people that have endured verbal abuse themselves don't realize when they're doing it.
That's true.
Because that's normal to them. Like that is that when their life is not like that, that's not like they can't function, because they're like, well, why aren't you like this? Or why can't you accept me talking to you like this? Because I'm not like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if you were like, verbally abused as a child, sometimes it will come off on your children, because that's how you know to talk to children, because that's how you were spoken to.
Right.
And so we have to just be conscious of these things, and so that we can break these generational curses that are passed along towards us, because there's no handbook that comes with parenting. And I think that too many people, and it's funny because the ones that always try to tell you what to do with your kids don't have kids. And then you be looking at them like, you ain't got no damn kids, why you but that's the truth. But I mean, there's no handbook to it. So it's just like, until you experience these things yourself, you don't really know how you'd handle it. Like, you can look at it. I've looked at other people's situations and be like, why does she do this? And why does she do that? And, or why didn't she, handle it like this?
Right.
And it's not as easy as it sounds. It's hard. And then especially when you have more than one, because then you have more than one personality, you have more than one way to discipline, and then you have regular life, you have work, and you might have had a bad day at work, and you got to come home and deal with the BS from the kids because it's a lot.
It is
a lot. And so we just have to just be aware as parents not to snap on our kids because we had a bad day at work, but we're still human. So it happens sometimes, you know what I mean?
Right.
Same thing with your spouse. It's no different. Or your significant other, you have a bad day. You snap because you're human, and it wasn't even their fault that even got you to that point. But that's who you had to go home to, and that's who catches the burden of your bad day. So we just have to be just very aware of that. And I think that a lot of parents fall into that trap, and their kids end up being their punching bags because they're not happy with their life.
Yeah. And you could see that, like, I agree. You could see that every day, like where you could see it in the person's face. You could see it in their actions. And obviously you could see it in the kid too. Like, the kid can't even be happy due to the fact that mommy or daddy ain't happy, or those things like that. So it's just, it always comes down to the kid, because eventually, that kid's future represents what he's seen or what he done in the past. So it's a learning curve, man. And I just wanted to definitely get into that because of the fact that I just see it where people are just so easily comfortable on spanking their kids. I don't think it's always right to spank their kids just because, the kid done bad. Now, I think there's certain levels to it. I don't think it should be automatically first first expression. I think a conversation should be take hold. I think it should be a lesson learned. Even after the spanking, they should be like, do you know why I spanked you? Do
Yeah.
you understand why I spanked you? And why I
Like a
took it?
conversation, because that is like we're responsible for developing. These children are not always going to be children. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you have to understand that you are essentially just responsible for tiny, tiny humans, little tiny
Huh?
adults, essentially, and you're growing them into functional adults, and that's really my focus as a parent when I'm thinking. Like with my oldest, I'll use her as an example because she's the closest to adulthood, obviously. I get frustrated with her because there are some major responsibilities coming in her direction very shortly, and big decisions that she's going to be facing even from now. I mean, she's starting high school. It's a lot. Like, I'm literally like in panic mode as a parent. Like, oh my God, I have a kid going to high school, you know? But
Right.
it's a lot, you know?
Right.
But, and she's going to end up making decisions that will affect her life, like her entire life. And I just want her to make the right decisions. And the only thing I can do is teach her how to make the right decisions. I can't make her make the right decisions. And this is I'm telling you that this is a daily frustration for me because I'd rather just make her make the choices that I would make for her, but it don't work that way. And I'm learning that as a parent that it doesn't work that way because she's still going to do what she wants. She's still going to choose the classes she wants, and she's still going to choose the extracurricular activities that she wants to do. And it's my job at this point now to support her and in those decisions and try to make the best of it. I don't have to like it, but as long as she's like not just screwing up her life completely. So it's one of those kind of pick your battles with teenagers. You really do have to pick your battles. Like, you can't fuss at them for everything. And I'm saying this because this is my everyday struggle, you know, and then especially with girls, and you'll see that, you know, because you have a 10-year-old, so you ain't but a couple of years away from that. But
Yeah.
you,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. But I just, that's and also as parents, we have to be teachable too, because your kids are going to teach you some things about being a parent because you've never been a parent before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
like, you know, so they're seeing things for the first time, just like you're seeing things for the first time, and you have to be teachable. You have to have a teachable spirit with your kids, because if you don't allow your kids to teach you, you're never going to learn anything from one to the next. And you're just going to literally keep passing on bad habits from your bad habits and their bad habits because you never learned anything the first time. So
Correct.
then, you know, so it's a learning process for everybody. But we were talking about the discipline thing. I think it all you can't have one way of discipline for all kids. I don't believe that. Just like I don't believe in the structural school either. Like, I don't believe in not giving people opportunities to choose what they want to do.
Exactly.
Because we're all different. That's why I don't like the traditional school system. I don't like the way they think a math problem, everybody has to do the math problem the same way. Why? Everybody don't think the same way. As long as I get the answer, why does it have to be the way that you say it has to be?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I mean, and life teaches you that sometimes we all end up in the same place or close to the same place, but we got there differently. You know?
That's true. That's absolutely true. Shout out to all the people because I'm over here checking the comments. I made sure I checked the comments now. I just got on the comments. Yo, Anne Marie, thank you so much. Yeah, I will go to a local store in the Whole Food. They usually sell honey that helps specifically for allergies. Yes, I will do that for sure. And shout out to Monique, Russ, Marquise, Trevor. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Mo, To be a single parent with a young man, I am the law. I am your parent first, and I will become your friend later in life. Amen.
It's true.
Came from us. If you don't love your child, you obviously shouldn't be a parent, and you shouldn't be a human being. Period. You have no soul, and all the above. Okay. God dang it.
Yeah,
I mean,
feel
it's
sorry for people in situations like that.
yeah. Like I understand you dislike your child. There's a difference. There is a difference between disliking your child and loving your child.
And loving them, yes.
Because
I always gonna like your kid.
you're
So
not.
true.
You're not. You're not. I mean, at the end of the day, you're just not gonna like the decisions, all the decisions that they make in life. They might even go all the way with it of the decision that that you don't like in life, and they might just keep going with it. And unfortunately, some kids just seem to want to learn the hard way. And I'm sad to say there are kids out there that want to learn it to where they can't go and learn it until they're in jail or dead. I mean, I hate, and that's what I feel like. I feel like there's just certain situations that these kids get brainwashed and they get into situations or company that just affect them so much in life that all that you invented in them in the 18, 19, 20 years in their lives, which just kind of went away. It just doesn't show itself because of what they experience in life for a moment. Maybe what they experience in life for a few months or maybe a year or two, that they might have been in company that they affected. They got the devil on their shoulder, so they put the devil on their shoulder, and now it's hard to get them off their back because there was such an inspiration to them in some negative way. Get over here. I'm over here talking to my dog. My dog is too close to the goddamn. Come here. So, like I said, those things come in place. And I feel like that's when you have to step back because the kid could actually suck your life completely, pause, 100%. But they could just suck the life out of you because of so much. You try to do so much to try to get them out of this situation that you eventually got to realize they got to get themselves out of this situation because they got to choose to say this is the bad. This is not right. And they got to move from there. So it's like, it's not your fault. You did the best you can do as a parent, as a mother, as a father, and it does take place that maybe the other wasn't around. I think that does affect. It does affect the child no matter how much. I'm not saying that it's going to affect them for the rest of their life, but it might affect them somewhat in the moment of their life. Somewhere in their period of their life, it's going to affect them.
But the reason it affects is like as a parent, we have the power to control the narrative there. And the problem is too many parents talk bad about each other around their children. When you do stuff like that, when you're talking about being in a single parent household, regardless of the situation,
Right.
That person did that to you,
Right.
not your child. In some cases, it is both, but I'm talking about in the instance, what is a lot of times when it doesn't work out, when things don't work out between you and your ex-husband, boyfriend, or whatever it was. The narrative behind that situation can't be your narrative. It can't be because that's not your child's situation and that's not their relationship. A relationship with a child and their father or a child and their mother is not your relationship with that person.
Right.
So when you talk to your children about that person, the mother or the father, it can't be negative. It just can't, because I don't know, I'm passionate about that because I might not like you. Can't stand your guts. I don't like what happened between us. You did me wrong. But at the same time, you have just as much of a right to be a parent to our child as I do. And I'll do everything and give you every opportunity to do what you're supposed to do as a parent, as a father. I really can't stand when women try to omit the father because you're upset with him. Like he upset you. He made you okay. So grow up. You're grown.
Right.
And typically, it takes two. It really does. And it might one person may not be as wrong as the other, but it takes two to kind of get to that point in a relationship where it's like, this just isn't working or whatever. And again, everybody's situation is a little different, but I'm just talking about the larger or the majority of people's situation. And too many times people get mad at their ex, or the person that they chose to have a child with, and then they let that anger and bitterness go on too long to where it then affects
The
their
child.
child,
Right.
which it shouldn't. And even
Right.
if you have issues with that person, go to therapy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, your child is not your therapist. You don't sit there and you talk bad about their father to them, like, oh, your dad's a piece of crap, this and this and that and whatever, blah, 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 blah. That's not your story to tell, because eventually that child's going to grow up. And if he truly is a piece of crap, she or he will see that. And then they can make their own judgment
Right.
and up on that situation. But that's not for you to decide for them. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So I think that we just have to be careful what type of uh, you just really have to be careful on what you're feeding into your children's minds about their family and about particularly their parent, their other parent, um,
I agree.
and the world that they live in. I mean, I guess I'm very truthful with my kids when it comes to that type of stuff. um, I
But
don't, but they still do have to develop their own opinions. I mean, and when we think about just everything that has passed on to us, stuff that we were born into, like your religion or just everything, you didn't choose that. You were born into that. And everything in your life is like that.
amen. And just to refer back to what you were saying about not speaking negative towards the father or the mother of, um, let the child also experience that as well. Let the child know, oh shit, dad wasn't shit for real. He treated my mom like shit. She or he might not say it at that time because right now they see it, but they ignore it because that's dad or that's mom. You understand? But as they get older, they replay all that stuff. So to say something about the child's mother or the child's father and all this, that, and third, what you pretty much saying is you cementing or you certifying that you don't like the other. And that kid at that moment is like, look, man, like I don't need to hear that right now. That's one thing that he or she doesn't want to hear at the moment. At the end of the day is what about me and my what I'm going through, because a lot of times when the couples are bickering back and forth, they forget the main important thing here, and it's the child gets left behind. They don't ask, hey, how are you taking this, how you doing with throughout the process. You automatically saying, my child is fine. She's okay. She's good. She's strong. No matter what type of act that child seemed to do, at that time, they play it off. They might brush it off, whatever the case is. And you thinking one thing instead of like really confirming that that's what it is.
Right.
It end up damaging the child, man. And before you know it, the child is in therapy and trying to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Let me refer back to the comments. Yo, Hawata is on. What up, Hawata? What up, my brother?
No, hey, hi, Wanda, how are you?
And then these days, parents are punks and scared to make their kids mad when it should be the other way around. Amen. Say it loud. Sherry, kids are not therapists. For real.
Um, to his point about being afraid to make kids mad. Yeah, I've been I've had those days, not necessarily afraid to make my kids mad, but just so tired that I don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you just kind of be like, you know what, just whatever. Okay, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
have those days. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I have those days where I just I don't have the energy for it,
Right.
and and that's when I feel like it comes time to pick my battles because some stuff I'm like, okay, is this worth it? And is this worth me getting my blood pressure up and whatever? A lot of the times it's just me not understanding. Like I'll use my oldest because her train of thought behind things that she does. I'm like, that makes sense how? You know what I mean? And then I get frustrated trying to make sense out of it. Um, but yeah, I'm guilty of that, truly. Not necessarily caring about making her mad, but just I just don't have the energy from for it myself.
Right. Right. And that's one thing. No, I personally haven't went through it as a single parent. I was blessed to have a wife and a mother that she's already experienced with kids. So it's not like me and her both going at the same time with experienced kids at the first time for the first time. She already has older kids that she experienced in a young age, the age of 17. So it's just like, okay, cool, but I got to learn throughout the process. I kind of got to follow her lead on certain things. Um, I know, sit down. I know when it comes down to me personally, I like my space at times. And I got to understand that when you have kids, there's no such thing, okay? Unless you get out of the house, okay?
Sometimes you can't even use the bathroom.
Facts, okay?
Just like I like give me a minute. Like I've days where I just want to take like a bath or a shower and be
No,
there's no
no,
such thing as like knock knock knock, or sometimes they just come in like mom
no.
mom. I'm like, girl, bye, leave me alone.
Exactly. So that's my thing. That's my thing. Let me refer back to Mo. Yes, parents got to learn to not be so controlling, but show them how to be leaders. No one in life is perfect. Once some of these parents realize that their children or their child is unique, made as all children, they will not compare like why we not like this or like that. Parents do not have bad habits with arguing in front of their kids or bringing them into drama. If not fair, it's not fair to even make a child choose or even make the child feel like they have to choose either. It's selfish. Amen. And you refer back like, yeah, I don't care about a child being mad. They have to learn how to deal with emotions. It's part of life. I actually enjoy seeing them figure their emotions out. Yeah, that's another thing too. Emotions is very heavy as a child, especially as girl children. Okay, girls are very emotional in every way. Like I'm dealing with right now with this one over here that's sitting on my couch in my garage. Okay, laying down, looking at me. She's going through about to be her, you know what, coming up. Like so, her emotions is all over the place. Like it's just that period coming up, that time, that first
You be
those
telling
things.
her business.
Hey, yo, she's her emotions all over. She all right. Okay, this is life. It's natural. Okay. At the end of the day, it's coming up. All right, and you could see it, you could feel it. It's just she's just random in every way possible.
Like
And
you said, kid free, love life, LOL.
get free. What?
He's kid free.
Oh
He
yeah.
ain't got none of these problems.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well, God bless you, son. Bless you, my son. But anyways, it's that emotion that just like is all over the place right now. And the worst fact that she's not able to tell us what's going on. She's nonverbal to tell us, hey, this is what's going on. This is why I'm up and down here and there, whatever the case is. So it makes it a little bit more harder than the normal situation. So I'm getting a double whammy here. And at the same time, I'm learning as a father throughout the periods of time
Hi,
with my
teenager.
kids.
We're talking about you. Want to say hi?
Yes, we are.
Come here,
Hi.
come say hi. She's like, no, I look a mess.
Yes,
Oh,
we
goodness.
are. It is time. So, yeah. With all that being said, um, as parents, I know we gotta continue on. We gotta continue on loving. Sometimes we have to love our kids from afar. Um, and another thing that we gotta realize, we can't protect our kids from everything. There's no such way. We are not Superman. We are not Superwoman. We are not God.
Who's not Superwoman? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just,
Okay. Sherry's Superwoman.
I'm just joking. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead and hurry up and travel to Atlanta real quick and come back without you leaving. All right then. Like I said. Anyways.
Just did it. Just did it. I win.
Yeah,
Peach Creek, just 2
yeah,
seconds
I
ago.
dig it. All right, whatever. So like I said, we cannot protect our kids from everything. Their emotion, and I agree with Mo on this as well. I enjoy their emotions going all over the place. I actually laugh at it. I laugh at my kids when they get mad. Especially the little one. When she cries, she hits you with the yo. I try to cover my mouth and everything. So when I laugh, Tammy laughs because I'm laughing. So it's like we both laughing. Whatever you want to call us, whatever parents, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's enjoyable. Not like I'm personally try to do it to make her cry. Liv, I'm on the show, Livy. Okay, chill. Talk about the midget. There she is. Okay, so when she, like I said, when she cries, it's hilarious because she hits you with the like when she gets in trouble. Like my daughter is like straight A's and B's, and then so when she gets in trouble, she gets into like she got talked down to. They get stars. They get 5 stars. She consistently gets 5 stars all the time. All of a sudden, she gets 3. Her world is over. She thought she just got a whooping. Like you would think that. And I love her to think that way. I love her to think that way. Because, like, it's either give it all of you or don't give it none at all. And I'm disappointed.
See, my oldest used to be like that. And I'm not saying she's not there, but she's not as extreme as she used to be. When she
Right.
was younger, um, she definitely was like that. Like there was either the best or nothing. Like that was her mentality. And now I think she's kind of learned how to finagle her grades a little bit more now that she's older. And she's just literally like, okay, well, if I don't do this assignment, I still get like a A. So I
R-
probably just skip this one. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And I hate that now because she didn't used to be that way. This is totally new. This year is the first time I've ever had to deal with that, and I'm kind of hoping that high school smacks her in the face like real fast.
Right.
But school's always been really easy for her, and she's still, like I said, an honor student. She's never not been on honor roll ever, like ever, which is nice. So she's got all honors classes next year. So we'll see
Dope.
how
Dope.
this goes. We'll see
Congratulations to her
how
on
this
that,
goes.
too.
But I've never had to be on her about school. Like report cards come out, I don't even ask. What made me mad is that this past semester, was it marking period, I had to ask.
Right.
I literally had to ask her, and she's like, "Oh, I left it." So at that point, I'm like, "That ain't never happened before." Like, I was like, "What is this?" And my youngest was rushing home, like, "I got my report card, I got my report card," because all her grades came up. Like, she's really good in school too, but
Right.
yeah, she tried to play me this past marking period. I was like,
It make you want to
something ain't
put
right.
it make you want to put on a track or something and make her run some laps or some shit. Like, yo, you lost your mind, dog. I think we gonna have to get you running back into place. Like we gotta get you running back
You
where you
know,
need to be.
when we were talking about spankings, I didn't really get a lot of spankings. But one
Me
thing
either.
I did get, and I hated it, and I would have rather gotten a spanking was standing in the corner. They used to make me stand in the
Oh,
corner
you
because they
got the white.
forgot about me.
Oh, you got that white.
No,
That
but
white kid
it
shit.
wasn't it wasn't it was like the black version of it though,
There's no
because
black version of no
no
corner.
they forgot about
No.
me. And I would just there for hours, and they lived
Son,
their whole life
there.
and forgot I existed.
No, that was the only thing that exists. I never heard of that. The only thing that exists that was in your household. That's the only place that exists. There's no. That's not a black version of corners at all. Like I got to the corner and I was like, cool. I cry on that wall and everything. That's fine. I let that joint. That joint was wet before I left that joint. It was just wet. But at the end of the day, it was like, yo, I never seen that but one time. And I'm like, and my aunt did that to me. She couldn't control me. I was an active child. I was super active. Yeah. It was to the point that I got hurt a lot. Like I got hurt a lot. Every time my head, like something, I hit my head on things all the time. Like it was just,
I mean, you were like this big, and your head is like, so it probably just fall like. You know,
no lie. My body never fit with my head when I was younger.
just
My
fell over like.
it was just like.
You just can't sit up
You,
straight.
you know how you tippy toe like you trying to keep the balance and stuff. But yeah, it was always heavy. And I always, because my cousin, I had some mean ass cousins, yo. My cousins, like I had a big little cousin. You know those big little cousins. I always been small, but I was older than him by like 3 months, 4 months. But he was always bigger than me. So he used to like purposely do like games that I knew I didn't like to do. Like he knew I didn't like hide and seek. He used to put a hide and seek and used to be like, let's hide and seek. I don't want to play hide and seek because he was always the one with the latest systems, the latest toys, and all that. I always had the old shit. Like I had Sega, he had Super Nintendo or something like that, or I don't know how the generation went. I forget, PlayStation. So he would have PlayStation. So I had PlayStation. He had Super Nintendo. So it was always something that was above something of me. So I would want to play that. I would rather just be in one spot doing that. He wants to do activities. I'm like, no, because I know you're going to try to do something to scare me, to make me run into something. That's what I feel like he's going to want to do. It was entertaining. Okay, so he'll come up and play hide and go seek. Now he will always be in the darkest spot, the spot that where is this hallway. See, in the Bronx, I used to live in Gun Hill Road in the Bronx, right? Mm-hmm. My aunt used to live in some there's a projects apartment complex projects whatever, and it used to be like long hallways. When you entered, it was like a long hallway. Then there was the living room, the kitchen, another long hallway goes to the room, to another room. Then there was another long hallway to the bathroom. So I'll be like, all right, fuck it, let's play. Let's play hide and go seek. Whoa, okay, cool. He hides first. I'm like, man, I want to hide. No, I hide first. I'm like, all right. So he'll go high. I count. I already knew where he was. He was in that long hallway where the bathroom is, where there's pure darkness. Pure darkness. And I was scared. I was scared like of Freddy Krueger. I was scared of Chucky. I was scared of all those little things. Candyman was fam. They try to dare me to do that. No, sorry, bye. Because I swear he would have popped up. Swear would have popped up. Nah, cuz. So I'll go up there and I'll be like, bruh, I see you. I see you right there. I see your foot. So he wouldn't say anything. I'm like, damn, man, I got to go over there and actually tag him. Man, I don't want to do that shit. So I get closer. Bruh, I see you right there. You right there. Damn. And then he'll come up. And then scare me. And I would jet. I would hit my leg, then hit my head, then have a splinter on my foot. Yo, and start bugging out crying. My mom will wait. She'll hear the thump. And then she hear me crying. She was like, I bet you that was Ariel. I bet you that's Ariel. See, Ariel is Ariel in Spanish, if y'all don't know. But he was like, I bet you that's Ariel. I know that's Ariel. That's Ariel. So she would get up, get me, whatever. I would have to get always. My aunt already had Band-Aids ready for me with my name on it. That's how bad it was, yo. The Hood 007. Yes. Yes, that's what it was. Howata, you can't tell, man. Howata's always been big like all his life. He wasn't scared of anything. I know he wasn't scared of anything, bro. Keith, I know your ass been big all your life. No, I'm just joking about it. I'm joking, fam. I see Keith losing weight and shit, man. I feel you, brother. Yeah, he doing great, man. Keep it up, man. Don't lose that. Don't lose that momentum, bro. Don't lose it. It's very easy to.
I'm jealous. I need to work out with you.
Shit, I'm gaining weight, and that's great.
Big
That's.
facts. Me too.
I'm
just like.
I love it. You dig? I love
See, you
it.
can afford it, and at one point in my life I could too, but not no more. I'm like,
Yo, I love it. I need
gotta
this.
lose some of this.
I told you, man. As a matter of fact, I'm about to work out tonight right after this show. Before I go to bed, I gotta go to the DMV tomorrow. Oh, I'm not ready.
I hate the fun.
Yeah, I gotta finally switch my license, man. The only thing that's holding me, that still got Virginia on my name, is that license. That's the only thing I need to change. Only thing I need to change, yo. So when I switch that over, I'm good. Cause I'm about to get myself a pistol, yo. So I need to get that Texas license. I'm trying to make sure, you never know nowadays. So I definitely want to get one. So
Yeah, you better get one before you can't.
facts. Yes. Yes.
Like you don't want to believe that they would ever do that in America, but you never know.
You
way
never
things
know.
is looking, you know.
Yeah, I would hate for them to be like, I get my pistol, they come up and turn around, they make a law. All right, everybody got to turn in their pistols.
I'm not turning in. Come find that. Come find it.
Fair, they're going to come after all the registration. They're going to pull it out by alphabetical order by last name. Yeah, we're coming to pick up your pistol. We know you have one. Man, I lost that a minute ago. No, you didn't. We know exactly what it is.
Let me tell you something. As soon as I even think they're going, I'm be like, report my shit stolen. Like, I don't have it.
You know everybody.
No.
You know it'd be a line for like a DMV line. Everybody ready to register their stolen pistol.
My pistol was stolen.
Yeah, right.
And 10,000 other people all of a sudden. Like, the
Yeah,
coincidence. I don't know.
yeah, it's crazy, man.
Like, prove otherwise, okay?
Fam, yo, that's just what it is. It's some Walking Dead shit going on. But yeah, I'm definitely want to get one. I don't need it, but I would like to have it just in case type thing. Oh, they showing highlights of Toronto 76ers and how the 76ers lost. Shout out to my boy Jimmy Butler, man. Shout out to my boy Jimmy. He on the wrong team though. But anyways, yo, again, I want to thank everybody. I think we kind of touched on what we really wanted to talk about. I hope everybody, pretty much everybody that's been on this channel really knows that the reason or the all them big jokes coming to a cease soon.
They're going to come to a cease soon.
I feel you. C's like little C's, cause little.
Cease, like.
I know. I'm thinking little C's. You talking about little C's? I mean, little C's hasn't been popping since Biggie Smalls, my nigga. I don't know what you talking about. You look like a big C's right now, though, my nigga. I'm just joking. Just one more joke, bro. I just had to get one more joke out there, bro.
You are the Mr. Jokes today.
Bro, you remember Lil C's? You remember Lil C's in the Lil Kim video when he was doing this? I see you in that video. True. I see you in that video. True. Mention he's a gotta get a girl in the day of the week. Hey, that was my joint. Gangsta. Yeah, I used to play the hell out of that joint, bro. Facts. But like I said, I ain't trying to prolong the show. I appreciate every single person that came on the show, that commented. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to Key. Shout out to Hawata. Trev for for a few. He was up here. He went on Game of Thrones. He's like, dude, I gotta leave. I gotta check out Game of Thrones. I don't knock it, bro.
Oh, it is Sunday, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to watch it right after this too. I got the little recording thing going on. You dig? So I definitely got to get on that as well. Shout out to Russ. He got some new music out right now. Check out Russ. Well, he go by the name of Loke. Definitely check out Loke on Spotify. I'm going to put his information on description very soon. I don't have his information on here yet, so I definitely will do that for y'all. Check him out. He's really, really dope. Shout out to Russ. And shout out to Ann for the information. I will get that honey, shorty. You know, because I always get the honey, shorty. Yeah.
Are you gonna get local honey for allergies? It's really good.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
But you didn't get what I said. Hey.
I heard what you said, and
You try to.
married man, cut it out.
I get the. Hey man, the girls still be grabbing on me though. She know the girls. She be grabbing on. They be grabbing on me like, oh my god, why are you married? I want to be with you. No.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. And they say it just like that too. I'd be like, no, you can't have all this. No, not all this. No, not all this.
I'm so over you.
I swear they're not like all this. They're not this, not that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Stop looking at me like that. I be like, yo, stop looking at me like that, yo. You don't want that. But fall in love. Real quick. Anyways, anywho. Yo, thank you again. Like I said, yo, if y'all have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Shout out to YouTube, by the way, because we are live there as well. For the people that subscribed on that side, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you did. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. Make sure you go ahead and like on our Facebook channel as well on this FB Live. Make sure if you have not subscribed or like or request or follow or whatever the case is, make sure you do so. Show some love, show some support. Make sure you also donate, okay? By all means, we're trying to make it to this event in Atlanta really, really soon in May. Not May, August.
It's already May.
I know I'm not gonna make it if it was in August, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it because I'm supposed to be doing be out in Virginia in August.
Right.
So I don't think I'm gonna make it. I already got my plane ticket too for August 8th. So I will be in Virginia. I'm not so happy about that. I'm only happy for the fact that I'm gonna see some people that I haven't seen in quite a bit. What, 3-4 years now. I haven't seen any of my people was in Virginia for a while.
For me.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. For real, because you left, went to first you went to Atlanta. No, you went to Florida or Atlanta.
I went to the Air Force.
Oh, you went to the Air Force. Went to the Seattle and then damn, bro, has it been that long? No, you visited.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
I came.
Yeah.
2000. Last time I went to Virginia was 2000.
What's the last time? That's the last time you went to my show?
2012.
Damn, cuz. Damn, has it been that long? Yeah, because that was my first mixtape.
Yeah. Because I went out down to the beach with Rakaya to see it.
Damn, son.
2012.
I don't even think that building is up anymore.
That doesn't even like it doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but it was.
Yeah, I felt like it was just not. Damn. Well then. That was a great night. But that what else? Y'all
y'all grown. So I fell asleep in the car because we were so drunk.
Oh my God. Look how irresponsible you were in 2012. Left in the car. I hope you locked your doors.
I don't even know.
Oh my God. That's all you need. And you know Virginia police don't play. They want to catch some people. That's the only reason why I don't like Virginia, bro. I don't like for the cops, man. But I'm gonna be in DC. I am going to come down Virginia. Y'all might come up. Y'all might have to come up to me in DC. I don't know if I even want to come to 757. I don't even know if I want to. I'm scared. I don't know. I'm scared of them cops, man. Every time they see me, they're like, there he is. Let's go get him. Let's go get him.
Actually, I've been to Virginia after that,
Have you?
but I was in Newport News. I didn't go to Virginia Beach.
I never really went to Newport News.
Really?
Never.
Bad
I don't think so.
news.
I know. I know.
Bad news.
Portsmouth, yes. Hampton, yes. You know,
Hell, I'm washed out. I think it's this camera. I
yeah,
got on no makeup. Fix my complexion.
yeah. I'm super light right now. I don't know. I'm not that light, but whatever. Anywho,
That'll be nice. It'll be nice to see everybody.
yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I already talked to Fue. He was like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? I might have Jesse's gonna be there. Ransom is coming out. Ransom coming from New York, man. We might even take we were talking about, me and Fue was talking about maybe even while I'm there, maybe even take a bus to New York for a day. Why not?
You can take the train. It's cheaper and it's better.
A train is cheaper than but it's gonna take all day to get there.
It takes the same, if not less time than the bus does.
The bus takes 6 hours.
The train will probably take about the same.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Well, I know it's like about $40 to do so I might consider
The buses. It depends on what bus you're taking. You're talking
the
about
Sprinter.
Okay.
Yeah, Sprinter be sprinting.
That ain't fast
It's
enough. Not fast enough.
what are you talking about? 6 hours is pretty good, but whatever. We're thinking about we might even consider just like that. Like, you know, I'm there from 8 to 11th, so we definitely want to do that. We might consider that. So I will be out there. Y'all make sure y'all check us out. All right. Sherry will be out there as well. So we gonna be right, man. We definitely gonna be right. Celebrating my brother that passed away, Prophet. It's gonna be a year, which is crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah. So what? So shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. Love y'all. I'm all over the place. I wanna say, make sure you subscribe. I already said that. Make sure you holla at Jesse. He got his book out, Unspoken Word. Make sure you check that out on Amazon. And also, what else? What information? Oh, shout out to Quenisha. Make sure you check out her new lipstick line called Color Junkies. Really, really dope. I don't know, but I know some people that do. You know, I don't put lipstick on. My lips are already kind of red anyways. It's natural in there. But anyways, y'all have a great one. Sherry, thank you so much for rocking with me again for another week.
Yeah. I'm always like happy to